Geez, what a game, right, guys? Now, there are a ton of players in the NBA who will be happy with scoring 20 points in a game. For others who are the leaders of their team and constantly in the MVP conversation, it's more normal to see that they will hit like 30 or sometimes even 40 points a game. Now, what Donovan Mitchell did last night, that was something we haven't even seen since 2017. Now, the Cleveland Cavaliers, they ended up defeating the Chicago Bulls 145 to 134 in overtime, and 71 out of the 145 total points came from just Donovan Mitchell. That's damn near half the total points from just one player. Now, in the greatest performance we have seen this season, Mitchell recorded 71 total points, making him just the seventh different player in NBA history to record 70 or more points in a single game. Now, Mitchell joins Wilt Chamberlain, who did it 6 different times, Elgin Baylor, David Thompson, David Robinson, Kobe Bryant, and Devin Booker. What's even more impressive about this performance from Mitchell is that he also had 8 rebounds and 11 assists. And that's pretty much the closest triple-double we may have ever seen from a 70-point game in NBA history. In fact, it would have been the only 70-point triple-double from any person in NBA history. Now, Donovan Mitchell had scored and assisted on 99 points in this game, so his performance ranks as the second most point total from scoring and assists in league history, and is the most since Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game per ESPN statistics. Mitchell's 71 points were the most points scored by a player since Kobe Bryant scored 81 points in 2006. We haven't even seen a game like this since 2006. Now, after the game, Donovan Mitchell did state, "It's humbling. I'm speechless. For me, not only did I do that, but I did it in an effort when we came back and won, and it's how we won. It's nuts." Now, following this monster game, Donovan Mitchell now ranks tied for third in the NBA made threes, fifth in total points scored, fifth in value above replacement player, seventh in points per game, and seventh in field goal percentage. He also ranks 10th in player impact rating, tied for 7th in 20-point games, tied for 6th in 30-point games, and tied for 6th in 40-point games this NBA season. Even after the game, his buddy Kevin Love had stated, "In my 15 years, that's the best performance I've ever seen." And I got to remind you guys, Kevin Love has played with LeBron James, so that should give you some insight. But this kind of game by Mitchell is not only a sign that Cleveland Cavaliers are a real contender in the Eastern Conference, but that Mitchell is honestly a true MVP candidate. There's been a lot of talk surrounding Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kevin Durant, all of these guys for MVP this season, and obviously they deserve it. But Mitchell absolutely deserves to be in this conversation as well. Now, his numbers are pretty much right at the top of the league with some of these other names that I already mentioned. This performance in particular was the best by any player this season, and Cleveland is only 2.5 games behind first place in the Eastern Conference. So, the Cavaliers, they did give up a bunch of future assets to be able to get Donovan Mitchell this offseason, but boy, has their investment paid off big time so far. This team honestly has the potential moving forward with Mitchell as the lead, and there's literally no telling as to what they can achieve. I think they have a super strong chance at potentially winning the title this year, or at least hitting the conference finals. I think they're just as much in contention with the Celtics and the 76ers, and so long as Mitchell just stays healthy along with the rest of the team, they really are in a really, really nice spot. And of course, I don't even have to mention that they got those other guys that could really elevate the team as well, even if Mitchell's not playing a particular night. But man, this was a game for the books. I even made another video myself that shows how many players have made ridiculous scores this season. If you guys get a chance, you should check it out, but now we got to add Donovan Mitchell to that list.